It's been 9 years since the Denver Broncos have had good quarterback play. Ever since Peyton Manning hung up the cleats in 2015, the Denver Broncos have been in quarterback purgatory. And you thought that Russell Wilson was going to be the answer, but that didn't work out. And now you bring in Bo Nix, who enters his rookie season. And I know that there's a lot Bo Nix has to prove, but based off what I saw coming out of Oregon and the glimpses that we've seen throughout preseason and training camp, Sean Payton and this organization really believe that they have the second coming of Drew Brees. Now, a few years ago, when Mahomes was coming out of Texas Tech, Sean McVay was going to draft him. But Kansas City that year jumped ahead of him, and they ended up taking Patrick Mahomes, and they opted to draft Marshawn Lattimore. But Sean Payton has always been looking for a quarterback that had the ability to run the kind of offense that he did all those years he had success in New Orleans with Brees, which was getting the football out fast, taking what the defense gives him, but also being able to push the football downfield when you can get the defense playing up and you can catch them lacking with big plays on the back end. Bo Nix has a lot of similarities to Drew Brees. You know, Drew Brees was a pretty good athlete when he was in his prime years. Not as good as what Bo Nix was, but with Bo Nix, you got somebody that has the ability to go off script when things break down up front, buy time for guys to get open, make impressive throws outside the pocket with great accuracy and ball placement. And you also have somebody that plays well within the structure of the offense, which is what made Drew Brees one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. People make it seem as if being a system quarterback is a bad thing. To me, Tom Brady and Drew Brees were the ultimate system quarterback. You call the plays, they run it to perfection, and they played to the strengths of the offense. That's what Bo Nix is going to do down there in Denver. From a talent standpoint, he may not possess the skill set that Caleb Williams and some of the other guys that were drafted above him have, but he went to one of the best situations possible. And I said this earlier, I'm going to say it again. When you go to a good head coach, it's the equivalent to going up against a really good chess player. The best head coaches know how to maneuver their chess pieces, that being their players, in the best situation to win the game. And the better the head coach, the more he can win despite having less chess players, if that makes sense. When you got somebody in Sean Payton that was winning games with Teddy Bridgewater and Jameis Winston, if he can win with those guys, you can win with the Bo Nix. And I see Bo Nix becoming one of the better starting quarterbacks in the NFL under Sean Payton's tutelage. He gets a lot of hate because of how sour the relationship went between him and Russell Wilson. But if a guy's not a good fit in your offense, a guy's not a good fit in your offense. You need players that can do what you want to do in terms of your scheme. You have that now in Bo Nix. And not only is Bo Nix a really good athlete, but he throws with good anticipation and really good timing, which is also what Sean Payton looks for in assessing how good of a fit a quarterback is in his offense. So Bo Nix, to me, looks like a more upgraded and modified version of what Drew Brees was. He has the ability to play great inside of the structure of an offense. He executes the offense to perfection, to Sean Payton's liking, and he's not going to have a lot of costly turnovers, but he also has the benefit of being able to possess athleticism that allows him to do a lot of things with his legs, which opens up the playbook a lot more for Sean Payton. Now he can modernize his offense, which is something you couldn't do with Russell Wilson, with his athleticism diminishing with his age. Bo Nix is going to be Drew Brees 2.0. I'm not saying that he's going to lead Denver to glory right away, but I don't see Denver only winning 5 or 4 games with Bo Nix at the helm this year. Sean Payton and that organization, they really believe that they have their guy and they have their answer to the long-term quarterback woes.